Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Martin Kwame and I'm a member of the Hallmark International Youth Club. So here's the deal, yeah? Today I want to talk to you about fear. Fear. Most of us are fearful. Fearful of many things such as whether or not to quit my job and try the passion that I've been having, whether or not to talk to that girl or that boy that I've been having a crush on. Most of us are afraid to try new things or to come out of our comfort zone and go ahead and do something that you've been wanting to do for the longest time. But the thing is, you've been afraid of the uncertainty that's going to come along with the fear. But you see, the thing about fear is this, that the thought of fear is actually greater than the fear itself. I'm saying this because I'm talking from personal experience. I used to be afraid of snakes, but I don't know where the fear of snakes came from. I had never been bitten by a snake or ever actually experienced or never actually had an experience with snakes before. But then for some odd reason I'd always been afraid of snakes. Maybe because of what I've been taught, what I've been seeing on YouTube or on TV or wherever. But because of that I developed a fear of snakes. So one day back in 2018 I decided to go ahead and overcome my fears. So I decided to go on adventures to test myself, to test my limits and to overcome the fears that I thought I had. So we went to Lake Bogoria here in Kenya. And in Lake Bogoria there's a snake park. So we got to the snake park and we looked at the snakes, and then the guy who was handling the snakes came to us carrying a huge python. Like, it was massive. So it was literally on his neck. So he decided to ask who wants to try. Me being afraid, I was like, you know what, Martin, just go ahead and do it. So I got up and went there, and the guy took the snake and put it on my neck, and I'm telling you, it was scary. Like, it was literally scary. But in the process of me facing the fear, I realized that the thoughts of me being afraid of snakes was greater than me facing the snakes in the first place. Because I realized that when the snake was slithering on me, that it was not as scary as I thought it was going to be. At first it felt odd, at first it felt uncomfortable, yes, but the moment I did it, it got easier. So at first, like, I was uncomfortable, so I told the guy to take it off, and he did. And then later on, about 10 minutes later, I decided to go for a second try. But when I went for the second try, it was not as scary as I thought it was going to be. It was actually easier. I'm not saying that I'm going to go ahead and pick snakes up and put it on myself again. I won't do that. But one thing that I came to realize is that the fears that we have are mostly mental. And the thing is, if you decided to go ahead and overcome your fears and to go ahead and face your fears, then you'd realize that the thought of the fear itself is greater than the fear itself, if that makes sense. So brothers and sisters, I don't know what you're afraid of. Maybe you're afraid of going out there and meeting the girl or the guy of your dreams. Maybe you're afraid of going ahead and trying out your talents and just going all out. Maybe you're afraid of coming out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're afraid of trying out that new thing that you've been wanting to try for the longest time. I do not know what you're afraid of, but one thing that I know is this, that the fear that you have is mostly in your mind. And if you're to go ahead and try it out, then you'd realize that fear is not actually as great as you think it was. Another thing, think about how much you're missing out because of your fear. Think about how many dreams you can accomplish if you just came out of your comfort zone. Think about how happy you would be if you approached the guy or the girl of your dreams. Think about how fulfilled you'd feel if you were to live your dreams. Just think about it. And the only thing that's stopping you from doing all of this is your fear. So brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you to go ahead and try to overcome the fears that you think you have. Trust me, if you go ahead and overcome your fears, I promise you that you will live a happier and more fulfilled life. As I conclude, I want to remind you this, that sometimes we fear so much because we do not know who we are. We do not know whom we belong to. We do not know who created us. And if we were to come to the realization that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, that we are the children of the Most High God, the creator of the universe, the person who spoke and creation came to be, if we were to realize that fact, then our fears would disappear because we would realize that He who created us is able to sustain us, able to protect us, able to do all things that we could ever ask for or need. And besides, if you're afraid, isn't He the one who created? And because He created, what makes you think He can't sustain and protect you, or keep you safe and provide for you? The Bible says that perfect love casts out all fear. So I do not know what you're afraid of, but one thing that I do know is that when the moment you come to know who you are and whom you belong to, the moment you come to realize that the creator of the universe is the same one that loves and cares for you, and the one that protects you, then trust me, you would overcome every fear because of knowing the creator, knowing who created you. And how do you come to know Him? By having a relationship with Him. Having a relationship with Him will affect how you live. You become more courageous. You become more happier. You become more courageous, more bold. You would do the things that you would never have thought to have ever done, simply because you have come to know who created you. So, I want to challenge you to overcome your fears. And if you are afraid of overcoming your fears, then I challenge you to go ahead and try to know your Creator. Because if you know your Creator, then all fears will disappear, because perfect love casts out all fear. So brothers and sisters of Hallmark International Youth Club, overcome your fears, because your fears are literally just in your mind. Have a great day.